here with the live stream. Sorry I'm a little bit late, but a lot has been going on. I've been pretty busy lately. Hope everybody's doing good. And we're definitely doing the live stream now. Like I said before, my live streams are generally at around 8:30 every Sunday, and they run anywhere from 20 to 30 minutes, sometimes longer. Really depends on what's going on. But what I've been doing lately, I've been having a lot of computer jobs. I've been fixing computers for people and staying busy doing that. I had one job that I installed a keyboard in a computer, very difficult one where you have to take the whole motherboard out of the laptop, and basically you have to take everything out of the laptop just to install the keyboard. It's one of those hard keyboards where it's from the bottom instead of the top. A lot of the old laptop keyboards were installed from the top and made a lot easier. You just had to unscrew the screws on the bottom and you could pull it up from the top. Well, the new keyboards on the laptops, they're a lot harder to install because they're installed from the bottom up. So you have to take out, a lot of cases, you have to take out the motherboard just to get to the keyboard. So it's really hard to do. It's a pain. There's a lot more work involved. Hey, Christopher, good to see you, my friend. Christopher Cox, 1991, YouTube. One of my great moderators. So it's good to see you, my friend. Glad you're here. I watched a couple of your videos, and I like your videos, Chris. Hey, Joe, how's it going? Joe's here. Where are you from, Joe? Good to see you. If you're new here, make sure you subscribe, like, share, comment. I'm just hanging out, doing my regular video. AMR. Oh, New Hampshire in the house. Okay. That's pretty cool. I'm down here in Florida, New Hampshire. Yeah, when you come in, make sure you do the thumbs up. I appreciate it. I'm Mike, and my channel is, at least read my name right, Amir, yeah. Oh, that's a pretty easy one. I don't have problems with that. So, but yeah, I appreciate you guys for coming. All things computer. Hi, Samari. Welcome. Everybody, welcome. Kitty, welcome. Make sure you guys do the thumbs up as you come in. I have some USB sticks here. Iran or Israel? Who would win? Probably Iran. Iran is a very strong country. I go for. This isn't about politics, so we're not going to be talking about politics in here. So we can't allow that. Please don't talk about politics. Everybody has their own belief, and we really can't do that. I'm not going to get into politics on my channel. Hi from Russia. Good to see you. Right, Joe. That's what I'm saying. Yeah, we definitely don't need that. USBs, they're very good to have. Make sure you get yourself some USB sticks. I put programs on mine, so when I'm working on somebody's computer, I keep a lot of programs on here. And what they do is they help me fix computers. Amir, yeah, we try to stay away from politics in the live stream. Samari, everybody, thanks for coming. So keep some USB sticks around and put some programs on there, and those can help you with your computer if something goes wrong with it. Another thing that you got to have in your computer is one of these guys, solid state hard drive. You know, if you don't have a solid state hard drive in your computer, make sure you install one because it'll make your computer run a lot faster. You can get them in all different sizes: 240, 500, 1 terabyte, 2 terabytes, and the prices went down a lot. So get yourself a SSD hard drive and install Windows on there, and you'll be glad you did because your computer will be running a lot faster, like 10 times as quick as it did before. Another thing you should always have, and I have, is a magnet. One of these guys. Yeah, Joe, I appreciate that. We don't want any bull in here. These are really nice magnets and they're really cheap. So if you drop any screws in your computer case while you're working on your computer, magnets are great to have. You just stick it in the case and you can retrieve your screw easy. If you have a carpet where you're working on your computer and you drop a computer on the carpet, these are essential. I have a small one that I use for laptops and I have a big one I use for desktops. And unfortunately, I have a rug in my room, so I just use the big one in here because I really need that. That's good, Kitty. You gotta have that. Another important thing when you're working on a computer, every computer person needs is having a flashlight. A little flashlight will go a long way. You know, you got to have a flashlight to. One thing, a couple of reasons flashlights are good, little flashlights when you're working on computers is a lot of times you can't read the writing, like if you have to write down a model number, so use a flashlight. And also, I always tell people that, like, when you're working on a computer, inside a computer, like a desktop, it gets kind of dark in there. So flashlights are really good inside your computer case so you can see what you're doing. Very essential. Magnifying glasses are also good. I have this lit up magnifying glass here, which is really cool. So for us old people that can't see so great anymore, you should always have a magnifying glass to read stuff or to look for screws, like what size screw you need. A lot of times the screws are very small on laptops, so magnifying glass is good to let you know what screw you need, and then you can decide what screwdriver to use. Austin, great to see you. Make sure you guys do the thumbs up when you come in the room. I would appreciate it. Another thing that I like to have as a computer repair person is a demagnetizer and a magnetizer. These things are really good if you want to make your all your screwdrivers magnetized. You just put it in the magnetized area, and then you just move it around a little bit, and now any kind of screw that you're using will stick to your screwdriver. You don't have to worry about it. So, Austin, I'm not really a football fan, and just so we don't really need that kind of talk in here. Whatever you like, and that's great. But this is a computer chat room, all things computer related. So if you have any computer questions instead of football questions, I'll try to answer them for you. Also, canned air. What is this used for? This is very great to have. If you're cleaning your computer desktop, make sure you shake it real good. Clean all the dust out of your fans. Even on a laptop, you have to clean your fans. How much wool would I want? Okay, well, you're going to be taken out of the room because we're not going to have that nonsense. No, you'd never defrag an SSD. They don't need to be defragged. SSDs do not need to be defragged. That's a very good question. SSDs do not need that. What does TCP IP mean? That means internet. I like turtles. That is your internet. TCP IP is internet. But those are both good questions. Another thing it's good to have is a little container where you could put screws in as you're taking apart your laptop computer or even your desktop. Changing parts out, have a little container where you can keep the screws and you don't lose them. What's the 3 layers of the OSI? I mean, look it up, go to Google and look up, why do you ask those kind of questions? Look it up. That's really not something that people need to learn to know. We get that you passed the A+ certification, right? Well, if your computer's running hot, you should replace you should definitely replace the CPU stuff on there. Yeah, the thermal compound. I would say check it, and if it's all dried up, take a little alcohol cloth, clean it off, and apply a little bit of thermal compound again. So I would check that every so often. If your computer's running hot, that's the first thing you look at. Well, if your CPU's you're running at 100%, that's a problem. You're running some programs in the background. So go to Task Manager and whatever program is taking up 100% of your CPU, which you hardly ever see, right click on it and end task it. Is this a computer hardware advice stream? This is All Thing Computer. So any kind of computer questions, as long as it's not a joke, you can ask it here and that'll be great. I will help you out with it. But if it's a joke and you're playing around, we don't have any need for you and you're going to be removed from the live stream. But some of the questions are very good. Hey Prince, how you doing? Welcome to the room. Make sure you give a thumbs up when you come in. I appreciate it. I do appreciate you coming in, and we talk about all things computer. And if you have any computer questions, this is a good time to ask. But if you're going to play around, we definitely don't need you here. And you're going to be removed from the live stream. Turtle is a good example of somebody that's going to get removed. So any really ridiculous questions, just remember you will be removed. BIOS battery is a very important thing. A CMOS battery. Your desktop has one, and what does it do? It holds your date and time settings. So every once in a while, you have to change your CMOS battery. It's a little battery on the motherboard, and you pop it right out, and you pop a new battery in, and they're only good for about 5 to 7 years. So make sure you change your CMOS battery if you haven't changed it in a while. Very important thing to do. And what the CMOS battery does is hold your clock time. If you have a Mac, it's not my fault. I'm a PC guy. You could ask Mac questions in the Mac room. Okay, Random, that's good. Random, welcome, open eyes. No, I don't play games, but if you do play games, that's great. That's great. You've had Windows machines since 1998. That's good. So have I. Actually, Windows 7 was great. 98 was good. XP, I liked all those operating systems. Excellent, excellent, excellent. Well, if you're into, gaming, that's great. Oh yeah, Windows XP was one of my favorite operating systems. AJ, welcome. Yeah, that's the thing. It never gave you any trouble. Those operating systems are very stable and they ran good. Yeah, I liked XP also. And Windows 98 Second Edition, that was a very good operating system too. So if you had those, talking about thermal compound, you make sure you put alcohol and scrape off the other thermal compound and apply a new one. So that's a very important thing. If your computer's running hot, definitely change the thermal compound. Make sure your CPU is covered with a thin layer. Don't put too much on, or else it'll get on your other parts, and you don't want to overuse thermal compound on your CPU because you can run into problems doing that. A lot of people do that. Have done that in the past. I'm guilty that I have put too much on at times, so don't put that much on, and you'll be good to go. Your computer will run a lot cooler, and if it runs cooler, it's going to run better. Yeah, stranger, I hear you. I'm the same way. I would have stayed on Windows 98 or Windows 7, even or Windows XP if I could. But they keep evolving. We have Windows 10, and which I like. Windows 11 is also okay, but I kind of prefer Windows 10 now, which I like to use it. But I do have Windows 11 on my computer. And here's a screenshot of Windows 11. That's the background. I had two computers set up here. One was Windows 10, which I loved, and I used it for a real long time. And I had some problems with the computer itself, not the version, obviously. But now I'm using a Windows 11 machine. Windows 10 Pro. Yeah, that's a good operating system, very stable. So you're good to have that on your laptops. Another thing that I tell people is very important is make sure you do backups. Have an external hard drive, plug it into your USB. If you have any important pictures, make sure you take them off your computer and save them offline. That way, you won't have to worry about if your computer dies, something goes wrong. I've had that happen on a couple computers, Kenwood. When a customer brought a computer to me two times, I installed Windows 11 and I got a lot of flashing. Another time when I installed Windows 11, I got blue screens and everything from the updates. So, yeah, you can have problems, from doing certain updates. Yeah, I learned that lesson the hard way. Now I have 5 backups. That's great. Yeah, make sure you have backups. Some people don't, save a lot of important things on their computer, but if you do, get yourself an external hard drive. It's the cheapest way. You can even put a label on, like I do, what's on the hard drive. And once you do that, you know, anytime you need anything, you can always plug it in. It's even good for gamers too. Instead of keeping the games on your gaming system, you can save the games or on your external hard drive and then just run them from there. What do I think is the best ever? Maybe Windows 7 or Windows XP. Those are the ones that I really liked. Windows 7 second edition was really good. Yeah, mechanical drives are good for saving too because you're not running your operating system. But if you have a solid state drive, that'll be adequate to boot Windows from. Do you still hang out with Chris? Who's Chris? I'm not sure who you're talking about. I know a couple people named Chris. So I really don't know the answer to that, Big Tone. I break my comic up there, down over a work up to no power or just a black screen. Oh, okay. Yeah, in certain times like that, you may have to reinstall Windows or do a reset. Reset on Chromebooks are pretty proprietary. I don't really recommend people going out and buying Chromebooks because, they're not the best computers out there. If you have a problem like that, you have to reinstall everything. Saying the same thing happened. Yeah, that happens a lot on Chromebooks because they're very proprietary. They have a Google operating system, and there's only certain things you can do on a Chromebook. You can get them really cheap now on eBay, $50, $75. You can get a decent Chromebook, but I prefer a Windows base myself than a Chromebook. Hello, Ariana. Welcome. Remember, guys, when you come in, please do the thumbs up, share out the live if you can. And I appreciate you guys being here. I do my live stream every Sunday night at 8:30 Eastern Time in the US. So make sure you subscribe to my channel, like it, keep your notifications on so when I come on, I'll see you. And definitely hit the bell notification if you haven't. I appreciate all you guys coming. You can always send me a text, or you can follow me on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook. You could follow me on all the social medias. Thanks for coming, and I will see you in the next video.